this cut, and this or is better, because I think there is no alternative. But in this case, we proves, and we and the parliament and this night.
Tonight they have the big vote, huh?
Exactly. For the Greek people, it's very hard. You don't think so?
Of course it is. But the alternative is even harder.
Also for them.
For everybody.
For everybody.
For everybody.
And why you say it's too late? Because you suppose
I
it was the.
I think that if there was to be a discussion about leaving the euro or staying in the euro, this discussion would have been a few years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I'm not saying that I would support it, but if there was to be a discussion, that was the time to have the discussion.
Yeah.
After 2 years of very painful social and economic measures in Greece, and after 2 years of restructuring the loan, and after 2 years of borrowing more money from our friends in Europe, troika, from the IMF, etc., I think now it's too late. But even if you had asked me 3 years ago, and people did ask me 3 years ago, I said the same thing: no, the drachma is not a real alternative. It is a good topic for discussion between people, sometimes serious discussion, and sometimes coffee shop discussion. But the reality is that the lesser of two evils is to stay with Europe.
And you think with this instrument they will be voted this night, probably the economy or Greek economy is growing again?
I don't think it is that simple. It is not simple measures that will push the Greek economy to immediate growth. But I think that tonight's vote will show and will be a decision of the Greek system, political system and economic system and Greek society, that they are committed to certain reforms, structural reforms. They are committed to remaining part of Europe and to living up to the responsibilities that the country as a whole has taken on. And hopefully with the assistance of new measures which will be aimed at creating economic development and growth, we should return, hopefully Greece will be able to return to some type of economic growth in the near to medium future.
Yes.
I don't think it is tomorrow, huh?
Yes, sure, obviously. It's necessary 1 or 2 years.
At least.
At least.
At least. And a few years ahead of that, which will be difficult.
What is the contribute of the shipping sector for the economy?
Well, first of all, bear in mind that there are 2 shipping sectors.
Yes.
And they contribute and operate differently. And when I say 2, I mean there is the domestic, passenger shipping, which is one thing, one industry, and then there is ocean-going shipping, which is a different industry. I will talk about ocean-going shipping. The contribution is on multiple levels and in multiple forms. There are certain numbers which I think are important to bear in mind. Bear in mind that every year approximately 15 to 17 billion euros in hard currency is imported by ocean-going shipping in Greece. And when I mean imported, I mean is because, as you know, ocean-going shipping has all its income in dollars. About 15 to 17 billion euros every year comes into Greece and is used for a variety of things. That's one thing. Secondly, Greek ocean-going shipping indirectly and directly employs close to 250 to 300,000 people in Greece. This would include shore-based personnel in shipping companies, personnel and staff working in shipping-related services companies, and of course personnel that is employed in the repair zones of Terama, that is mostly directed towards ocean-going shipping, as well as ocean-going cruise. It is also important to note that Greek shipping requires absolutely no investment or infrastructure from the Greek government. So it is an industry which brings wealth into the country and creates jobs and provides jobs in the country without requiring any type of infrastructure or assistance from the government. And what I mean by infrastructure is We don't require building of new roads or bridges or anything like this, or ports. It's nothing to do with us. We don't enjoy any type of government assistance or subsidies, we have a very large and very professional workforce in shipping. Also, don't forget that Greek shipping attracts in Greece a variety of foreign companies that are active in Greece, and I'm talking about banks, insurance companies, brokers, research, shipbuilders, shipping services, manufacturers, equipment manufacturers, etc., etc. So there is this, of course, gives it a global view. Another important thing is that Greek shipping, ocean-going shipping, represents approximately half of the European Union controlled ocean-going shipping. You know very well that Greek shipping, in terms of beneficial ownership, is #1 in the world. And it provides credence and a serious voice on the global marketplace that represents Greece.
Yeah.
So sure. This, of course, is very brief, but it gives you a kind of description of the position of the industry in the general things. Apart from Greek shipping, tourism is the other major, if you will, the other major column that supports Greek economy. The difference between shipping and tourism is that shipping provides permanent jobs and not seasonal. The difference is that shipping does not require investment of infrastructure, such as hotels and beaches and ports and airports and all other things that tourism would require. So throughout the years, and I'm talking about recent modern Greece, 30, 40, 50 years, Greek shipping has been a very important part of the economy. And every year, the wealth that is created, and every year the money that is imported, the hard currency that is imported into Greece, is increasing and increasing.
If you came to talk with the Prime Minister, what do you suggest him?
About Greek shipping, or in general, you mean?
In general, and about the shipping, obviously.
Listen, about shipping, there are certain main positions that the Greek shipping community has for a number of years. They are represented by the Union of Greek Ship Owners, who is our official, association that discusses with the Greek government. We are interested in the upgrading of Greek maritime education, both for seafarers but also for shore-based personnel. We're interested in the creation of and the acceptance of private maritime education. We want flexible terms for the Greek flag in order to be able to attract the best possible crew. We want a decrease in the insurance contributions of Greek crew, because, as you know, they are well paid and they make significant contributions to the Greek social security pension fund scheme, but as you know very well, today there are no pensions and everything is going down. So it is like a black hole where you throw money in and nothing comes out. We want the government to ensure that the current legal structure under which we work remains as it is, because it allows us to operate from Greece and allows us to excel in what we do. I think these are general things, but it kind of gives you an idea of what happens. Shipping is a very open market. It is a market that works globally. We are probably the first global business. People talk about globalization for the past few years, but shipping has been a global business for decades, if not centuries. We feel that we are citizens of the world, and our businesses are active all over the world. Don't forget that, for example, the big Chinese investment in Greece with the purchase of a part of the container terminals of Port of Piraeus, this was brought in by Greek ship owners. Greek ship owners have been doing business in China for many years now, first repairing ships and then building ships.
And you think it was so the question? You think the fact is that the Chinese rent for 40 years is a good solution?
I think I don't know if it's the best solution, but I think it's a good solution. I think that investment in the country must be open to foreign investment and to local investment. Everybody needs to have a and these are the things that all the business community wants from Greek government, not only Greek shipping. The business community requires a stable tax system, so everybody knows what you're doing with. The Greek community requires a stable legal system, so you know what the parameters within which you have to work are. The business community requires that there is a technocratic state that works regardless of who is in power, and that it doesn't change every time the party in power changes. So if you have agreed something with Mr. A, if Mr. A is voted out of office, Mr. B cannot change it.
Yes.
This is, we need continuity and stability. This is something that all the full business community requires, not only the Greek shipping community, everybody. So if the investor from abroad that comes to invest in Greece, to do business in Greece, is Chinese or Italian or British or American or Russian or Turkish, I don't care. What I do care is that it's done openly, that there are no preferential treatments to anybody, that there is a structured and stable legal system, a structured and stable tax system, which does not punish you for making money, but allows you to reinvest and to grow, and so forth. I think, but this is a position, I think, of every sane thinking businessman.
Yes, sure. And there is a question, is a little question, but I think how is influence about some truths about the whole question of submarine, you know, and about the relationship with German, the Greek government pay, about the state of government pay, but in reality somebody thinks that because Madame Merkel was very closer to Mr. Karamanlis, for this reason make a business, but after that, you know very well, this kind of ship is not good for cruising.
This is a political question. We are in shipping. We're not politicians. We're not interested in politics. We are interested in the good of our country. If it is proven that there was some improprieties in whatever government contracts, then we believe that those responsible should be held accountable. Accountability is something that in Greece is many times a big question mark. I don't have a position or an opinion about whether or not this was so.
But there is also some economic implication, because this kind of society is bought by German, and after they sold to Arab society. So I think at the end it was only to obtain some customers, and not in reality to.
It is possible that it was that, but to be honest with you, I don't see things like this. What I see is a system of laws and taxes which does not allow foreign investment, or makes it very difficult. I see and I read a lot of innuendo about possible improprieties in contracts, but I have yet to see any real proof of anything this way or that way. And this is one of the problems in general, that we don't have continuity. We don't have continuity in legal. We don't have continuity in the tax system. We don't have continuity in the negotiations with our counterparts, wherever they are. We need continuity, and we need a government. We need a state system that is based on professionals and that work, and they have a job with a job description, and they are held accountable. And they have responsibilities. That is what I'm interested in. If Mr. So and Mr. A or Mr. B got paid for something, this is not good. But yet, I have not seen anything. No proof. A lot of talk.
The last question is about your vision of the future of your sector, the sector of shipping.
Listen, shipping is a global business. Shipping goes up and down, and it's a cyclical business. And our problems, our good times, our bad times, are not related to the Greek crisis, nor to the European crisis. They are related to world growth. They are related to supply of vessels and demand and trade growth and the availability of finance globally. Obviously, in difficult times where not only Greece but in general the world is going through transformation, shipping is also affected indirectly. but I believe that the Greek shipping industry, the Greek shipping community, has strength not only in experience, in depth of time, not only in very high standards of professionals employed by it. It has proven many times that it is able to accommodate and to adjust in the realities of the new world. We are having currently a shipping crisis. It has nothing to do with Greece. It is a result of an oversupply of vessels. It was going to happen anyway, regardless of what is happening in Europe and in Greece. So it is coincidental that we are going through a difficult time. But I do think and I do believe that Greece will remain, and the Greek shipping community will remain, a driving force of global shipping. A lot of people talk about China and the rise of the Chinese ship owner. I see no problem in that. We can do business with them. We have always done business with them. It is possible that down the road we will not be the largest ship owners. But I think that that's far away. It's not yet, if that happens. And I think that if the Greek shipping community is able to draw from its experience of the past and its expertise, it will be able to adjust to the new realities and be very, very competitive. And we have done that over the past few years with tremendous investment in upgrading and renewing the fleet, increasing the size of the fleet, and it is an open business. Nobody stops you from going into this business. You have to prove that you are able to compete in it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.